Will Conor McGregor stop taking steroids? Minus 130.
That's essentially what the bet is, yeah.
It's time to play everyone's favorite Follow the Money game. Live from the VSiN studios.
Hey guys, you ready to let the dogs out?
This is door number 1.
New high score! What does high score mean? New high score, is that bad? What's that mean? Did I break it?
Or door number 2.
Get nothing! You lose! Good day, sir!
Here's Mitch Moss and Paulie Howard.
Jonathan Von Trouble filling in for the under the weather, Paulie Howard. Door 1, door 2 here. I make the rules, JVT. Then you see if you can break them or you abide by them. I don't know what that means, but I throw it out there anyway. Door number 1, you get the 1 seeds this year in March Madness. And right now, that would be UConn, Purdue, Houston, Arizona. Or door number 2, you get the field. Who you taking?
Give me the field, baby. Come on, door number 2. You're telling me that I'm going to get the likes of Auburn, Tennessee, Alabama, Iowa State. Love the Cyclones. Absolutely tremendous. Best backcourt defensively outside of Houston in the country. I can go down the list. You're going to give me Illinois? You're going to give me Marquette? Baylor in that offense? Give me the field instead of these losers. Come on.
Do you have any futures on said teams?
Iowa State is the only one. I have a very thin portfolio I'm looking to add. I wanted to add North Carolina. When they beat Duke the first time, I was like, ooh. I went and checked on them. Like, what are they? And then, of course, we saw, before, though, they lost to Georgia Tech, and then they kind of stumbled afterwards. Yeah. Haven't bought it, but I got Iowa State. Let's go. I'm in.
So you sounded a little sarcastic there with your love for Iowa State, but clearly it's not if you have a future on them.
Yeah, no, I like Iowa State a ton. The fact that you can force turnovers, the guard play is very good. Growth of guys like Keyshawn Gilbert. TJ Altenberger is a pretty good coach. You get size coming off the bench. You got a 6'10 guy that you need to play big. You put him out there. No, I like Iowa State a lot.
I did this one year with
somebody to come strong. So
with the former mayor of Las Vegas, Mayor Goodman. In fact, it was 10 years ago now, come to think of it. It's never happened before. And I said, look, there were some really good 4 and 5 seeds that year. And the 1s and 2s were maybe a little questionable. And I said, okay, Mayor, you can have the 4 seeds and beyond. I get the first 3 seeds for the entire tournament, right? What do you want? He goes, give me the 4 seeds in through 16. I'm like, we had an even money bet.
Oh, wow.
And that was when UConn as a 7 played Kentucky an 8 seed in the national title game. I just had to, when Kentucky beat Wisconsin on a buzzer beater to go to the Final Four, because Wisconsin I just hung my head and I had to walk over to the plaza because his restaurant's there. And I text him, I'm like, you around? I got your stinking money, pal.
Yep.
Come on.
What a year. That's just bad luck for you.
Oh, my God. Door 1. Caleb Williams, the number 1 overall pick, minus 1,000, or Victor Wembanyama wins Rookie of the Year, minus 750 at DraftKings.
Ooh.
It's one or the other.
Yeah. I've got Holmgren at 5-1 to win Rookie of the Year, so give me Caleb Williams, number 1 overall pick, minus 1,000. I don't buy this. He's the best prospect we've seen in forever. As you've talked about, a lot of smarter people than me, right? Go back last year, would have been the first pick. Year before, would have been the first pick. You got to go all the way back to potentially the Andrew Luck draft, where he wouldn't be the first overall selection by a lot of different people who are a lot smarter than me when it comes to evaluating players. Stop overthinking this. Caleb Williams, number 1 overall pick, door number 1.
So you're telling me Chet still has a chance?
I do. I believe Chet still has a chance. The advanced metrics paint a much better picture for Chet Holmgren, and
I don't think that's going to matter.
And he is a contributor on a team that could win the 1 seed.
That's big.
Yes.
I do think, is there a slight chance that the Spurs could say at some point, we're not playing Victor anymore this year?
I don't think there is. And the problem is, to your point, the problem for me...
smallest of injuries would that happen?
Oh, we saw it. Remember when the Dallas Mavericks staffer, remember that regular season game where the staffer was standing under the basketball? Or under the hoop, and then he stepped on his foot and got twisted in there. Like, he's done! He's not playing tonight! So they're playing with kid gloves. But I think the way that he's played, it looks pretty good here. But you're a contributor on the number 1 seed. Chet Holmgren, his stats are also very, very good. The problem, though, to your point is, I think it was Zach Lowe I was listening to the other day, and he said something along the lines of, Victor Wembanyama has been my pick to win Rookie of the Year since the beginning of the season.
Yeah, sure.
And it's like you got a lot of people, and I don't think actually Lowe has a vote, and I think he's smart enough to look at stats still anyway, but you're going to have a lot of people like that who are just like, they picked him before the season started, and they're going to go with him either way.
It's going to take a minor miracle for them to get off that track. Right. Okay, door number 1. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander wins the NBA MVP at plus 250, or door number 2, Austin Matthews wins the Hart Trophy plus 230.
Well, considering that my depth of knowledge on Austin Matthews and the rest of the field to win the Hart Trophy is very scant, I will go with Shai Gilgeous-Alexander to win NBA MVP at plus 250. Dude, he's so freaking good. And Nikola Jokic is doing very well, obviously. His numbers are incredible. Dude, Shea is a two-way dynamo, man.
He's awesome defensively.
He's incredible. I think he still leads the league in steals.
Yes, he does.
He's a good on-ball defender, and he's doing this with an insane usage rate on offense, having to generate nearly everything for this team on the offensive end of the floor.
Okay, so Jokic has been lighting the world on fire since the All-Star break, right? Every game is like 28, 17, and 14. Will voters not look at that anymore if he averages a triple-double and they say, well, we did this once already with Russell Westbrook. Now, not that big of a deal. And OKC's the 1 seed. Shea's averaging all these, he's just awesome. And every game's the same thing for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Yep.
What you see is what you get night in and night out. And would OKC winning the 1 seed be enough for him to win the award?
I think that would be the differentiator, like the one that makes the difference, which is, all right, these two guys, their numbers are incredible. Jokic has the triple-doubles on insane efficiency. This dude leads the league at 30-point games on insane efficiency while playing great defense. So then how do you, what's the difference? And it would be Shai Gilgeous-Alexander on a young team carrying that squad to a 2 or a 1 seed.
All right, we're really going to take a walk on the wild side here.
Former Clipper.
A little bit. If you're uncomfortable with NHL.
All right.
Door number 1, John Rahm to win a major this year, plus 275. Or door number 2, the Red Sox make the playoffs, plus 260.
Ooh. I'd rather have John Rahm.
He only gets 4 shots at it.
I know, but the Red Sox making the playoffs, that division's insane. The American League's really, really freaking good in terms of the depth to it, outside of just the AL East. And I don't know what really the Red Sox are doing overall. Don't really love the pitching staff. Yeah, give me John Rahm.
You want Rahm plus 250, yeah?
I'll take it. Well, my graphic here says plus 275.
Yeah, plus 275. I'm sorry. Yeah, plus 275.
Don't try to short me on that. You're going to take the Red Sox, huh?
I would say, 6 teams make it in the American League. 6.
I mean, I think you're getting what? I think you can get, 3? Potentially out of the AL East?
Yeah, that's possible.
And then
2 out of the West, 1 out of the Central.
Yep.
Call it a day. Now, are they good enough to be that 3rd team in the AL East is what it cracks down to, right? A lot of people are anticipating this letdown and a really big drop-off from the Orioles.
Why?
I don't see that happening.
Dude,
I think the Orioles are awesome.
If second half, if post, his send down to AAA, Grayson Rodriguez shows up, right? And then the rookie kid they got coming, if all these things hit and, they're on the right path, they're young. I don't understand that at all. And then the Blue Jays, I made the case yesterday. Dude, if the Blue Jays, you tell me today that they add, Jordan Montgomery, give you a guy that's going to give you 150, 160 in terms of innings and just consistent pitching at the top with Gausman, that team with that bullpen is going to be incredible.
With a very good bullpen?
Yep.
I bet Vlad to have most home runs. I found him at 30-1.
Down with it.
So I think, but he's feeling great talking about it.
Also, by the way, you got the best manager in baseball in that division too, with the Tampa Bay Rays.
We haven't brought them up yet. So I saw that spot you guys did with VSiN's very own Adam Burke yesterday. Did I hear that incorrectly?
Yes.
No, right. I was
over. I think it was for sure. For sure, it was to win the division. Was going to be a bet.
Yeah, and
over
win
on
total
the win
over.
total. Yep.
He likes them that much again this year.
Yeah.
They're cockroaches, man, and I love them.
Right, drop a nuke on them, they're still going to be scampering around.
That's
doing
right.
Everything. The cash is awesome, and you do have guys in this rotation that there's a chance that they hit, and all of a sudden you're looking at I don't really love their lineup. There's not a ton of power, but you got a guy who gets the most out of his roster almost every single year. He does.
You know what? He talked me into John Rahm. He did.
There we go.
It's going to be too difficult, I think, for the Red Sox.
See?
Door number 1, Conor McGregor will fight in the UFC this year, minus 130. Or door number 2, Arizona gets that final 1 seed.
Ooh.
Same price, minus 130.
Wow. Will Conor McGregor stop taking steroids? Minus 130.
That's essentially what the bet is, yeah.
I'll go, yeah. He's got a lavish lifestyle. Give me door number 1. At some point,
you want Conor?
At some point, he's going to have to be like Floyd. Just stop it for a few months, get back in the pool, get a money fight, and then get back out. Fight Michael Chandler, make it, and let's go.
If the number's right,
yeah,
and he's not an underwhelming, the dog is.
I'll bet against Conor in whatever fight he sets up.
I was going to say, you're going to bet against it pretty much no matter what if the number's right.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Just clean it up for a couple of months. Allegedly.
Yeah. Good thing you snuck that one in there.
His neck looks natural.